stand right now. I want to give thanks and praise to my powerful Nick King, my sister just for today. I surrender every day. You know, I'm so grateful for the Cox novelists. It saved my life. You know, when I woke up this morning, I wasn't thinking what I'd do today. I'll get my next one. What I'm gonna do to Rob, what mask I'm gonna put on today. I didn't know I was gonna come here to speak today. I thought I was gonna come here, I'm also gonna get the message, but I didn't know I was gonna stand right here and speak on the mask must go. Because I didn't know what the mask was. I didn't know what the mask was until I came to the Cox Anonymous. The seed was planted way long ago. I just didn't nourish the seed. I kept doing what I wanted to do and keep going out. Kept putting on the lab coat and kept doing more experimenting. But I kept finding myself in the same result. Dereliction, isolation, that's my story. My story is jails and institutions and spiritually dead. That's my story. Yes, I'm nervous, I'm up here. Like when I find out like half an hour ago, yo, yes, I'm gonna give back what you give to me. I gotta step up. But as soon as I walked away, my disease got real active. Yo, turn around and go home right now. That's what my disease told me. And I was like, But the thing is about the Cox Anonymous, the weed program, so I spoke to my man B. Yo, I gotta speak on this. Let me go call my sponsor. I called my sponsor. My sponsor, what you calling me for? You gotta fucking fix step. Stop the bullshit. Get out your head. Don't let that disease rob you of the joy of recovery today. Because that's what this disease does. They wanted me to, I can't do this. But recovery and the Cox Anonymous gave me a voice and a choice. I chose to do this today because I love the Cox Anonymous. It gave me life today, man. Yeah, I got a sponsor. I got a home group. I got a network that can call any time when the disease gets active and tell me to isolate. I don't do that. The mask must go. I didn't know I had masks. I thought those were survival skills. But coming through the steps, I learned what mask was. Especially step one. Help for an addict only begins when it misses complete defeat. I couldn't admit complete defeat. Misinformed information. At the house, we not weak. So that I put that mask on, I'm strong today. Knowing that my little boy scared as hell. Misinformed information. So through the steps, I'm learning who the hell I am today. The Anonymous made me who I am today. Build me up through the steps. The steps about me today. I got hope from a higher power who gives me the strength every day to go on. Every day to go on. So the mask gotta come off because I also was jails, institutions are dead. Jails. Me too. Shoplifting. Not knowing that I didn't have the money like that. But I wanted it. I didn't need the shit, I wanted the shit. Thought the store was mine. Kmart's mine, y'all know about Kmart. Kmart's mine, that's my store. I put that mask on, go there like I'm the CEO. Taking shit that don't belong to me. Any newcomers in here? Anybody new? Nobody new? Well, if you knew, welcome. I had to take the mask off, so working the steps, little by little, I'm finding out that little boy was insecure all the time because what he'd been through his life. Jails, man. Jails. Growing up, I come out the door, look out the window, see everybody on the block. I want to be Nino Brown. I want to be Scarface. I want to be accept who I am. I didn't want nobody to know who I was. I'm a kind, loving person today because of the steps. But I didn't want nobody to know who I was back then. So I want to be a gangster. I don't know about y'all, but a lot of jails over here. Southwoods, Bordertown, Lake State, Allendale, Yardsville, Kittyland. But now I gotta be a different person when I'm there. The mask. Who I wanna be, how I wanna be. I had to put the mask on when I was in jail plenty of times because that's all I had was jails. I didn't want nobody to abuse me when I was there like they did in the kid, like when I was in 6th grade. It all started before the disease. The behavior started before the addiction. 6th grade. Because I had a big forehead. I got a forehead now so you can't tell. But when I was in 6th grade, my head was up to here. People used to crack on me. They say, yo, you can let a plane on your forehead. Yeah. She got laughed, but it wasn't funny back then. Back then, I want to fuck somebody up. See, I'm missing the truth right now, and I'm okay with missing the truth today. I don't got no self-esteem no more. That mask went away a long time ago. I got self-esteem. But when the truth, I had to get my truth. You see, I'm from Jersey City, right? Jokers just say my gap tooth is like Holland Tunnel. Don't truck through it. Glasses. I don't care about glasses today. Because when they called me geek back then, I didn't know those were brainiacs. When they called me geek, I was like, what are you talking about? Right away, yo, instant want to fuck somebody up. Survival skills. Why? Doing the step work helped me with me. Why? When I finally got to the 4th step, right? Why did I act like that? Yo, I hate my sponsor, man. For real, man. Hate that one. But then when you ask somebody else about it, and they tell you the same shit. Oh, y'all know y'all never found that one, right? When they tell you the same shit, then who's wrong then? Me. So my sponsor told me to get exactly to the cause. Why are you trying to be tough? Why are you trying to be a better person than them? Why you can't just be you today? I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to be me. I didn't know how to be me. It took me a long time to get where I'm at today, man. I got 4 years clean, 9 months and 8 days. I'm 59 years old. I've been doing this for so long. I just didn't know how to surrender. Because of who I want to be, that tough dude. I don't surrender to shit. I don't throw off the white flags. I'm Puerto Rican. I don't carry no knives. I got good in my hands. But I wanted to be that tough dude. Why? Why can't just be me? Misinformed information. So when I finally surrendered, step 1 got to me. Step 1 got to me. The real miracle is when you realize you need to use drugs, someone been lifted. You stop using, you start to live. I'm living today through step work. I have to let go of the mask. In the fifth step, it says, I dropped the mask. I dropped the mask when I spoke to another person. I dropped the mask when I spoke to another person. So I had to trust my sponsor to speak about all my shit. Listen, man, there's days, don't get it twisted. There's days I put masks on. Like right now when I was outside, I was outside. She wrote all her shit down. I couldn't write the shit down. I just found out I was going to speak. She had a chance to do it. So why? But what I was doing, I'm outside, already prepared an amazing speech. I got this. I got that. It's all, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I sat down, I was like, I prayed. So damn well ain't none of that gonna happen. Ain't none of that gonna happen. You can prepare all that shit. And now what you say is what's gonna come out through him. I prayed for him that speaking honest in the Constitution's message today. It's not easy for me to be up here. Because that mask wanna come on. That I do speak to people about this, but I can't. I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking my story, not your story, my story. And when I did that 4th step and let that shit go, I was free. free. And there's days that I put mask on again for no reason. Yeah, when I was a kid, right? I was a good baseball player. I mean, I was really there. I didn't think I was going to become a junkie. That wasn't my dream. So that was a good mask. I wanted to be Thurman Munson, the next Thurman Munson from New York Yankees. I was that good. But somewhere along the line, I went to left field. Not right field, left field. Became an addict. But things happen for a reason. Look where I'm at today. The gifts of recovery. Oh, today just for today, right? The greatest gift. Crazy. Crazy. I didn't expect to be up here speaking in the Coxtown message. I didn't expect this. I'm grateful that they asked me, and she said something to me. Well, so they asked me today, she goes, you know what? Then they seen something in you. They seen something in me. I don't know what it was, but I'm here. And I'm grateful to be here because I'm clean today because of the Coxtown message. Because it took me so many years, 40 years, to get where I'm at today. I had to give it all up. Something had to change. I came during COVID time. During COVID time, 21. 21. So I didn't know nothing about no mask back then, but I know something had to change. I'm from Jersey City. You see the shirt? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I came during COVID time. There was no means in Jersey City. No means whatsoever. I had to go to Maryland to get clean. Fredericktown. My son lived there. My son that I robbed. So I had to put that robbing mask on. So I got a lot of masks. I don't know about y'all. I got a lot of masks on. I had the robbing mask on that day. And then when I tried to talk to a female, I got John Wandon or Ricky Suave or somebody, or whatever you want to call them, real student character, hey babe, what's going on? I got all types of masks, the gangster mask. Well, my son, I robbed him, And when I went to Maryland, got clean in Maryland. Then I come back to Jersey City. No detox over here was taking nobody. Nobody. Because of COVID. Also in step 1, they said, when you get beaten, you get willing. So I had to take off the mask there. I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know nothing about masks. But something had to change for me to get this right this time around. I got tired of being tired. Tired of being tired. Like I said, there was no means in Jersey City. But me and my man Pete right here, we traveled. I chased my recovery where I chased drugs. I was going to a lot of places. I wanted this really, really bad, man. I got tired of getting on beatdowns. Beatdowns. Y'all know who Muhammad Ali is, right? Mike Tyson, right? Joe Foreman, right? Y'all know who they are, right? And the referee gave me a cheap shot. That's how beat down I was. Couldn't get up no more. Because I was saying my life, I come here, do the 4-step, 5th-step. Gotta get honest with my sponsor. I don't want anybody to know my shit. Some people say I'm gonna take that shit to the grave. How honest am I gonna be then? I gotta let it all go. All go. Everything got to come off. Everything. I didn't want to because I was scared. I didn't know how to speak to another person. Because remember, disease isolated. I didn't know how to speak. I was not social. How am I gonna tell you how to speak? Scared. Don't even know how to say a sentence right. What you got good? That's the only thing I know what to say. Where's it at? How many I want? Come to that time, now I gotta learn how to speak to another human being. Y'all told me that shit. Y'all love me when I couldn't love myself. Y'all came and hugged me and spoke to me and revived me. Revived me. And I learned how to speak. I learned how to speak to my sponsor. I learned how to speak to other people. My job I just lost my job. Here we go. I lost my job. I speak to my sponsor too. Who's the door? That's what I hate sponsor. I said, sponsor. He goes, yo, you just had a mask on just recently. You just had a mask on just recently. I work at treatment, right? I work at treatment. And you know, I was running around like I was, they gave me a master key to the doors. I run my home groups, taking people to a meeting, gave me a gas card. They gave me a gas card. Shit! How many times I put gas in my car? That idea passed my brain plenty of times, but I didn't do it. I was just telling my man, I didn't do it. I want to, but I know that one time when it started a whole chain reaction of going back to get more gas. Now I'm still doing it. So I got fired because I know the part I played. Boundaries. Because you know why? Because they gave me so much freedom. Here goes the mask. I thought I was a director. Well, all I was periodic specialist. I thought I was a director. I thought I ran the motherfucking building. This is my shit. This is my house. Because I got people coming up to me asking me all types of questions of a director. But because I worked around them, I knew the answers. Yeah, I can help you with this, I can help you with that. I can do this, I can do that. Oh, what you need this, that, done? I got that. My ego, you know, they're saying my ego's not my amigo. Well, my ego became my amigo real fast. Motherfucker became my best friend. That's when that shit came in. We got this. And that's the way it kept running. So that master of a director went for like 2 years. And then when I got fired from it, you know, I was mad for a minute. I was mad. My ego played in. I started saying, yo, hold up, bro. They don't know who the fuck I am. They forgot what I was. All this shit I did for you and you gonna fire me? Then I said, yeah, what part did I play? Oh shit, what part did I play? I broke a whole bunch of boundaries. Mass must go. It goes another one. Growing up, I don't know about you, growing up, gangster, gangs, all this and that. My nickname is Star. That was my nickname, Star. You know, I'm a star. Yeah, what's up? You know, everybody, you know, I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. That's the way I portray. That's what I do. That's me. Because I'm a gangster, that's my mask. I'm not letting that motherfucker go. Star was straight chaos, straight destruction. You couldn't say nothing to me, so I'm not backing down. That was Star. I noticed that for me to get this right this time around, there was plenty of times I told Star, yo, you gotta, give me 5 feet, give me some time, let me get some credit. No. But he was a magnet. He was a magnet. Comes back in my life. And heaven, destruction, jails again. Start like shoplifting. Start like a lot of dope. I just didn't know how to get rid of Star. So the mask must go, right? So I come to the Cox Anonymous meeting, and I hear somebody say, if the drugs don't kill you, the lifestyle will. If the drugs don't kill you, the lifestyle will. I said, lifestyle? So you tell me I gotta let go of my lifestyle? You tell me I gotta let go of me? Star? You know, we talking about lifestyle, now we're talking about Star, now we're talking about the mask now. We talking about fame, talking about people my name ring bells in prisons. I hold weight. I hold rank. I didn't want to let that go. I did not. That's one thing I did not want to let go. You know what it is? You know what it is being in recovery? You feel good, right? You feel good. You walking down the block, you know, they say people play some things, right? You gotta stay away from people. I'm like, Dad, I play, you know, right? But I got my fucking family. They ain't mention my family, so I gotta remember all this shit, right? So I'm walking down the block, right? Cool, collective, you know, I'm in recovery now, everything kosher. But then here goes my man down the block. This is where I'm walking, all cool and everything. As soon as my man said, yo, Star, what's good? Yo, what's good, my brother? What's up? Pop me up. There you go. The bop, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. Yo, he came out ASAP. I didn't know how to put him back in the cage. He broke the lock. I'm like, yo, what am I going to do that? What am I going to do now? The beast is out. I'm going to contain it. It's so hard. It's so hard to pick up this phone. So hard to pick up this phone and call someone. Yo, I just with the man. I need help. I need that restoration piece back in my life. So lucky for this program, man. I'm giving people my life. I never thought I'd get clean in my life. I thought I was going to be one of those addicts that was going to die. I didn't shoot, and I had a problem getting clean, not only because y'all was the problem. I wasn't the problem. I didn't shoot dope. I had a job. I was only a functional addict on the weekends. So I didn't see myself a problem. I thought y'all was. I thought drugs had a problem with me because my name's Star. But I wanted to pick a fight with me all the time. It took me a long time to figure out this first step. Got spiritual principles, right? You got oneness, open-minded, and honesty, right? Surrender. What am I going to surrender to? It also has acceptance. Spiritual principle acceptance is step one. I had to accept I was an addict. Once I accepted I was an addict, I could surrender. I don't got a drug problem no more. I got a Rubin problem. So now I surrender to the program. I surrender to the program for me to get this right this time around. I had to dive in real deep into this program. You know, a lot of people say, if you're going to do the 4-step, you might relapse. This is why I hate it, right? I'm not trying to relapse no more. I'm done. I dove with that 4-step head first, and wrote as much as everything I can. Let it all out. I told on myself. You know, yo, you mentioned something about showers, right? I heard this the other day. This was funny as hell. This shit was funny as hell. Oh my God, I was dying. You know, I ain't take showers. I put in my partner right, I put in my man right here, Pete. I said, yeah, I'm getting ready, I'm taking a shower, I'll be trying to. He goes, it's that time of week, it's Friday, it's time to take a shower. Because when I was in addiction, I didn't take no showers. Didn't brush my teeth. At that time, I don't know about y'all, but at that time, Spearmint, Wrigley's was 25 cents. I go buy gum and eat the gum. At that time when I was at it was quarter juices and Debbie Moore's. That was me. No showers, no nothing. I didn't care. I didn't care. Somebody said the other day, said, yo, I didn't put the deodorant. My right guard went left. And my secret told on me. I was like, what? Right guard went left and secret told on me. I was like, wow. I gotta say that shit for real. That shit sounded real good when he said it. It was funny as hell. But yeah, today, life is good today, man. Life is good. More will be revealed. Recovery is great. New opportunity rises. I'm lucky I was on the 7th step because I got a deeper level of surrender when I got fired. When I got fired, you know, I went straight to like, poor me. Why me? Pity. Why? Scared. Scared little boy, like, what am I gonna do now? Right away, I start to forget about the program. Right away, I start to give up. But I don't do that today, man. I had to call my sponsor up, call my network up, and talk about it, you know. Now, I'm putting out resumes. My sponsor said, put a resume out, because the job's not going to land in my lap. I got to put the work in again now. Got to put the work in. Job's not just going to come in my lap. But the 7th step got me closer to my higher power. I the little clean book, there's a connection with your higher power. Connection with your higher power, right? During that time, I got suspended the first snowstorm on Friday. Got let go February 18th. Like 3 weeks I was getting paid. So I'm getting my higher power, praying, help me, give me the strength, turning it over. Because shit, I let go back to God, can't take shit out. Turning it over, let go, let God. And in the living theme book, it said solitude and isolation. Solitude, I got with my higher power. I got to know him, talk to him, talk with him. Instead of going to isolation and cause self-destruction. When I go to isolation, I shut down. That mask comes on. I don't want to be around nobody. F y'all. Y'all can't help me. Because that's what the CC says. What they going to do? They can't help you. I got a real quick thing for you. Go get high. That'll solve all your problems. That ain't going to solve nothing. I'm just going to lose my clean time, and then I'm going to cause havoc and destruction again. So I sat down and just look on God, man, and it's going to work out. Everything's going to work out. I just got to believe in him and trust in him. You know, the mask must go. I know today that as soon as something appears, I talk about it. I talk to my family about it, my sponsor, my network. I don't let nothing get in the way of my recovery, because they say my recovery is my responsibility today. Come on, much more time I got. So, this right here saved my life. Me coming up here, I hope somebody got something out of this. You know, I probably was all over the place. I didn't expect to come in. They said my experience left the overtime. I'm not good in topics. I'm good sharing off the floor. I'm good sharing off a topic or topic gratitude, because I'm grateful for the program. I'm grateful for the program made me who I am today. The steps, I get better more every day. The steps is working on me. know when I'm growing, when I make new mistakes, and they're not old mistakes. I'm aware of my character defects today. So I know that once I start going that route, take a pause for a minute. There's a program telling me this shit. I'm not making none of this shit up. This is what y'all tell me to do. Pause and pray to your higher power, talk to your sponsor. Have somebody guide me, because I don't know how to live. Take my will, my life, I'm not encouraging me to live, because I don't know how to live. I thought I knew how to live at one time, but I didn't. The program showing me more and more every day. More will be revealed every day. I get better every day. Because of the Cox Anonymous. I'm grateful to be in the Cox Anonymous. They say, grateful I won't use them. That's what they say. It's not in the book, but that's what they say. I'm not going to use no matter what. I love my life today. I travel today. The gifts of the program. I went to the convention in New Orleans. I went to work. Went to Puerto Rico. The gifts of the Cox Anonymous. I'm clean. One more thing before December 10th. December 10th, I got cataract surgery, December 10th. But before that, you hear people saying it's an easy process, it's an easy surgery, it's an easy this, easy that. But they didn't talk about what they went through. They didn't talk about the uncomfortability that I can't see my man or see you back there. They ain't talk about none of that. They ain't talk about when they driving that they gonna crash or hit somebody. They ain't talk about none of that. It's an easy process. Easy process. Yes, it was an easy process. But to get to that process, I fucking suffered. I suffered. And then somebody told me, I said, yo, I'm killing myself. Somebody said, stop killing yourself, go get surgery. Go get surgery. But during that suffering time, that fear, false evidence appearing real, kicked in real bad. I started to isolate. I networked my sponsor, had to call me up and tell me I get the best of you. Come on out. My man Pete drives me everywhere. He likes driving. I got my own car too. He be driving my car, people take his car. So we go everywhere, right? I started saying an excuse. I'm incompetent. I can't drive. No, he drives. But I don't want to go. So I'm incompetent. No, they come pick me up. It got real bad that I had to start praying again. So I prayed again my higher power. December 10th, I went to see the surgery, right? Oh, let me tell you one thing too. I'm blind. Legally blind. Blind. Straight black. Out my left eye. So you know the fear I have for my right eye? That my disease is telling me, how about this doctor comes in drunk and ruins your life? That shit was not funny back then, bro. That shit was not funny then. But that's what my disease was telling me. But it was a successful surgery. I can see clearly now. Oh, that's why I gotta share it.